This is Snap
Hang on,
Prellex.
So let's do this where I make some suggestions and
Oh,
you let
okay,
me know.
okay,
It'll be
okay,
more
okay.
helpful for me that way. But yes, Prelix, I did play in the alpha enough to know Prelix is a beast. So for those who don't know, the passive on Prelix just forces minions. The 2 minions that you get every round just have to go to Prelix's lane, so you can totally flood a lane. And you get barracks, which is an extra melee creep every turn. So it's pretty good. So yeah, I agree. I really like Prelix. Okay, so blue, obvious, we'll skew that way. Blue does pair well with every color, in my opinion, so...
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm looking at either... Well, first I'm going to glance at the rarities of everything. I see shield, but you've mentioned before that items first is not a great way to go, because you want to probably give yourself the widest range of playables, so... I really like Satyr Duelist, but I'm biased because I'm a mono-green idiot. Ogre Conscript is decently strong. Trebuchets are strong. I'm looking at either of these three. Satyr Duelist, Ogre Conscript, and Trebuchet.
I would say, because to me, blue-green is the strongest draft archetype, so I always lean towards Duelist, but Ogre Conscript is really, really strong.
He's a beefy boy. He usually outlasts...
You can't go wrong with either
He's almost like another red hero, to be honest, that you just can't equip, because his base stats are... really good.
Yeah, he's pretty big.
Blue-green I do have experience with though, so I'm tempted.
Just the green creep buffs are
they go really well, yeah. They go really well with Prelix. I mean, all the creature buffs.
Blue-red is more of a tempo combination.
Spells,
it is good also, but yeah.
Fair enough. All right, let's go that way. Let's start it up. All right, so that means we can't draft Lion because we already got our 1 hero per pack. If you guys didn't know, that is a
this pack's great.
Limitation in draft. Okay, so this pack, I'm looking at Champion. He was an all-star for me in the past, and Arcane Assault, perhaps, of these. I don't know how good this Innervate is in Artifact. I have no idea.
So it can be very good. It's much, much higher upside than Arcane Assault, and because Arcane Assault is a common, I would do it. Ramp actually ends up being pretty good in this game, which it seems very strange at first, but it's quite.
How about Defend
Ramp?
Link? I have no idea on this one.
I am not sure. I've never seen anyone cast it, and I'm like, maybe it's okay, but it's so situational where I just don't like drafting too many situational cards.
That's fair enough,
but
yeah.
The reason that Stars Line is good is so imagine turn 2 you can ramp to Barracks on turn 2, or you can even go to 6 mana actually. So.
And I did play the mono green precon a little bit, so I got to see it in action. It can be swingy. If I had like the 7 drop 15/15 or whatever, this thing really is the nuts. Okay, so you agree with these? Champion is just a bomb. So,
I do. Yeah, Champion is a bomb. It's like not quite unbeatable.
Just save it till you need it. Yeah. Okay, Arm the Rebellion we talked about, so that's immediately my first choice. And you mentioned Selfish Cleric and Intimidation before, but I think Selfish Cleric, like more dudes, makes sense. So that would be my pick.
I think you could go either way. I think Intimidation is slightly better in red-green, but I think Cleric is always...
That makes sense because red is going to have bulldozers, individual bulldozers, instead of wide.
Yep, exactly.
All right. Mono green draft it is. Arm the Rebellion.
Wow, another arm. I mean, at this point, you just take the Bronze Legionnaire, probably,
you think so?
just in case you end up going red. Just because in case you go red. You're never going to play Wingfall. You're never going to have 19 gold in the blue deck.
I mean, that's true, yeah.
Blue-green.
Okay, I'm down with that. He's just a minion, so, yeah, I get you. That works. Oh my god. How many is too many?
All right. There's no such thing as too many.
Okay.
No, that card is busted.
All right. I don't think this is valid, so maybe.
So no. Actually, Obliterating Orb is very, very good
because I have no other improvement killers. So
yes, blue green has 0 ways to kill improvements, and that card. So imagine you get gusted. Like, it shows up in Constructed most often is if, the Gust is the silence. They silence your heroes. If you even have the magic model way to kill it, you can still use Obliterating Orb even if your stuff is silenced.
Okay, I'm done with that. Freshka asks, how do they decide what cards get taken out of packs? I believe that this is just AI-driven based on popularity. Am I wrong?
It's driven by other people who have done this queue, their packs, and are basically simulated the same way that Eternal.
It's AI driven on casual Phantom draft past results. So the more popular cards are, the less likely you are to see them late game. Same way as MTGA. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I think that's right. And last pick, some items. All right, whatever. They should just feed you the last two. I guess it's fine.
Oh my god, this pack.
Venomancer! Hey! I got a good draft! Okay, let me read some of these other ones here. I'm not a fan of Lightning Strike at all. Is this only for doubling decks? Like, what?
The card's pretty unplayable most of the time. Yeah.
Okay. Satyr Magician looks pretty fucking good for ramp.
I wish we could take 5 cards out of this pack.
Can I Stars Align and Satyr Magician? Like,
yes, you can. So this is how the Salamene Storm combo works. Okay. You Stars Align, and then you Gust them, and then you Satyr Magician, and then you play Incarnation of Salamene, because you go from 7 mana up to 9, you Gust them, play Satyr, which puts you at 5, then you play Satyr Magician, refresh all the way back up to 9, and then you go off.
Damn. Sounds fun. All right.
But hang on. Right? So I just want to say there's a lot of considerations in this pack. Divine Purpose looks super expensive, but a Prellex that cannot die is very hard to deal with.
Fair enough.
So you can't go wrong on this pack. You could pick Magician or Divine Purpose.
I think only because I don't have much blue yet, and now this gives me even more incentive. I don't have a green hero yet, which is kind of
that's weird. A good reason.
I think Satyr Magician.
Yeah, and I was gonna say defensive blooms are super good with Arm the Rebellions, but
fair enough.
Satyr Magician and Venomancer are probably both better.
I think that's my gut as well. Okay. Cheap Dude actually is a nice default. Let's see here. After you play a blue card, deal 1 piercing damage to a random enemy. That seems good. I mean, am I wrong here? I'm not in black.
Being triple blue, it's a lot better than double. The other thing is you could take the Ring of Tarrasque, because you can sometimes get to 12, and that makes your Prellex unkillable or your Veno unkillable. It's not amazing. If you get to 3 blue, Path of the Wise is good. Otherwise, it's like kind of meh.
I see what you mean. Yeah, for Path of the Wise. It's got some downside or some situational to it. This guy is, he's whatever. He's a body.
He's a body. He's filler.
Yeah. I think I'll keep Path. I just want to play it. Let's see how it runs. Strafing Run looks good immediately. Intimidation and Stars Align are both there. And then he's just a dude, so I'm thinking Stars Align is our number 1.
Yeah. Voldemortar is better than he seems just because he buffs everything in the lane, and when you have because you're probably going to end up with the generic green hero. Yeah. So actually giving them attack ends up being okay.
Doesn't generic green give the +1 armor on both sides of it?
Yeah, but then when this guy dies, it'll give them. Actually give them attack. Yeah. But you do either one,
do you
or
think
you could do Strafing Run.
Do you think that they should show maybe like over here where there's a little bit of screen real estate, the default heroes for each color? Because there's only 1 of each, right? Like, it might be nice.
It would definitely help new
to just
players
show them.
For sure.
Yeah, because I had no idea the first draft. I literally had no clue what I was going to get at the end, if I had the wrong colors or whatever. Okay, anyway, suggestion for later. Strafing Run, I mean, removal. We mentioned this was better in green-red.
So I think Intimidation is slightly. I mean, the problem with Strafing Run is it only hits creeps.
Yeah,
it's not terrible, but it's kind of filler. It's like Intimidation can be very good.
Right, I'll
because
try it out.
Cuts off
I haven't played it yet, so that's enough reason for me. Oh yeah, I can if I have. Oh yeah, I could. I see. You get to pick what. You get to pick what you intimidate. You don't pick what lane it goes to.
Correct, gotcha. But you can also, as a way to be mobile, you can intimidate your own units, like intimidate your own heroes or stuff to get them to move out of the lane, which does come up a lot.
I mean, this is a blue rare that I've never played, but it seems pretty good.
Super snowball-y. Basically, you put it in a lane where you're pretty far ahead, and they have no way to ever
then they abandon it,
Yeah, but if you're ever behind, you cannot put it in any lane you're behind, because then you're just making yourself lose.
Okay. If you say what? Say that one more time?
So basically, you can't put it in a lane that you're losing.
It stuns your own guys.
Because it stuns your own guys. Yeah. So you can only put it in a lane that you're winning, but if you're winning, it becomes very hard for your opponent to catch.
So Freshka's asking, Lightning Strike is never good, right? I mean, 6 damage is a lot, but in draft, Burning and Tower can't be that good, right? I think it's pretty bad. The only time I would ever see it is if you're in like a doubling blue-black deck somehow that can just shit on towers. Yeah, because they avoid fighting. They literally just go for the throat. All right, so I'm going to do Glyph and Ring because we mentioned it before, and I got it again. This one's... I mean, I did every time I get the 1-drop card in hand that picks a target, I end up using it.
Rookery is pretty good. It's better when your heroes can actually attack and kill things, but it is good. It's like solid. It's especially good in blue.
In blue, what? You cut off?
It's especially good in blue-red because
red
you
heroes.
like angle your like Legion Commander or Axe or whatever and kills.
I'm gonna stick with this, I think. All right, another intimidation, cool. And then doesn't matter. Take the rare. I'm not gonna play either of them, so it doesn't matter. Phantom Draft. Take them. All right, that's 3. Oh, it's only 2 packs in. Jesus, draft takes so long. All right.
Yeah, your deck's insane.
Another arm and a Thunderhide. I like Thunderhide.
Yep,
is that a
that's
trap?
What I would do.
Yeah. Okay.
The only other option is Divine Intervention, but I think Thunderhide's better.
Okay. How good is Better Late Than Never if let's say none of these green cards were here? Well, no, then that's obvious. I would take that. But how do you rate Better Late Than Never? 3 mana for a 2/4. And
I think it is very good in this deck specifically. It's not good in very many other decks, but I think in this one it's very solid.
Okay.
It's not. It's like a 3. It's like above.
Gotcha. Well, I got no playables on this one. Ring and Chainmail. I mean,
yeah, since you're not gonna be taking a rare spring, if you
my
had
blue-green's
any
so
possibility
good at this
going, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to just hedge, you could like take Spring the Trap just in case something insane came, because that card's insane.
Yeah, that card's
also,
really good.
but man,
Tower Barrage or both. Yeah, I like both of those.
Yep.
Pierce to me has never really seemed like worth because I don't know. I'd just rather have Cleave or I'd rather have Siege than Pierce.
I mean, it's only really good against red
yeah.
or sometimes green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Blacksmith gets some value sometimes, but if it's 4-drop,
we might be getting to the point. I know I said there's
how many Arm the Rebellions is
5
too many?
Is a lot. You know what? Just take 5 and take the creep because you already have 2 intimidations.
Yeah.
So
we're going Quint.
I've never
Arm the Rebellion.
This many Arm the Rebellion.
It's only 3rd pack.
Insane.
I'm gonna get 10 more. All right, I'll just whatever. These are fine. Ooh, wait, what does she do again? Restore mana. Okay.
She's usually real bad.
But in this situation, grab her anyway. I mean, my hero pool is kind of.
You don't have an option.
Yeah.
You can just not play her.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair. I don't have an option. This one we mentioned before, but also Dimensional Portal. Fractured, I don't think is that amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
for a rare.
I think those are the best 2. You could maybe do Cunning Plan instead of Blessing. Both are solid. Cunning Plan gets your because you have like Prellex and Veno, which are super weak.
All
But
this
Room
health
Nest is also good for the same reason.
Yeah, slaps. And we talked about this one already, so Dimensional Portal is the best blue common, right? Like there's it's super insane. Strong, yeah. It's 610 power wise for 4 mana. Like
I mean, what you're gonna very often do is Portal 1 turn and then Arm the Rebellion.
Yeah,
turn,
and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that every time I get Portal. Every time I stick Portal, I'm gonna have 2 arms in my hand. So Dimensional Portal is stupid. WTF? It's pretty good. All right, let's see here. Oh my goodness, that might be worth. Magnus, I need a green here.
Magnus is quite good, so
yeah. What's his thing again? Ooh, I love that. That's really good. Well, I'm a green scrub.
So you could go alter here, like you have. The other option, another Thunderhide is a really good finisher, and Compel is actually quite good, both because it cycles and because it gets stuff to stop attacking your weak hero.
Hmm. Do you think alter is not the way?
Alter is good. If I was picking, I would probably take, at this point, when I look at the curve, either Compel or the Thunderhide are slightly better.
I think Thunderhide might be a good closer, because that's the last game that I just lost. I went wide pretty well, but then he still was able to open up holes and out damage me with the blue-black. But that was a lot of removal, to be fair. I'll go with Thunderhide.
Not saying Alter's not good. Alter is good.
No, it for sure is. Okay, now this one I really don't know, because you've now mentioned all three of these cards as being, or no, Steel Strength we haven't seen yet, but it's clearly good. Like if you're in trouble.
Yeah, Steel Strength is good. Defensive Bloom in this deck is just really solid, and then I like Cunning Plan also. Steel Strength, you can't play too many of them.
But Defensive Bloom fits really well with my arms, my mini arms.
Correct.
I have no Mist of Avernus, really unfortunately, but I'll take that. All right, I think that. What do you think?
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Okay.
Yeah, not having a Mr. Avernus is actually kind of rough. We really would like to see one at some.
Self-Sabotage. Modify 2 random cards in opponent's hand with deal 6 damage to a random allied tower in any lane. What? Oh, I see. It makes their cards hurt them for 6. I see. Huh. That's a weird one.
Yeah, I don't think
Rolling Storm is pretty garbage.
Play any of these.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would just take the items, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't think
yeah, that's fair.
Like, Stonehall Plate is actually very good.
Yeah, I like Stonehall Plate. Okay, I'm done with that. You don't think just going back for a second, buying time, lock 2 cards for 2 rounds? You don't think
I really do not like that card in anything except very aggressive decks, because it's a tempo card. It doesn't actually do anything for the board.
Okay, Freshka asks, do you always pick a hero from your first pick if it's on color, in case there are no other heroes in your color? Or do you want to wait and see if you find a good one, since you only get 1 per pack? It's just risk reward, man. You have no idea what you're going to see later, so you can play conservative or risky. Just know that if you don't fill out your hero slots by the end, the very last pick of the pack will have a hero in it. You have to take it, but you also get a default. There is 1 default hero of each color that you can fill your gaps with. So if I ended up with like a black hero in my last slot, I don't have to play him. I can play the default green hero, which is looking likely. We'll see what we get in the next pack, though. Anything you want to add to that, Frank? Or is that accurate?
No, that's exactly right.
Okay.
I think it depends on the power level of the hero.
Some heroes are better in limited than others, just like any.
If it's like above replacement, then yeah, take it. But if it's like a very average, then the basic, like especially green, the basic green hero is actually quite good. So a lot of times you don't necessarily need to take a mediocre green hero.
Okay, let's go Demagicking. This one's always fun for blowing up improvements. I think this is a good item for any.
It's one of the best items in the game. It's in every constructed.
And then the other card doesn't really matter. And then you have to pick the last 2, so it just shows you what you're getting, basically. I'll probably never buy this or use it in the deck. Isn't this a secret shop item also?
It is. It's not great.
I think it's weird
that your guy's never going to die, but
I hate it when the secret shop offers the same as the middle column, because then I'm like, damn it. It's a waste. Okay, Bounty Hunter I like as a hero. I'm just not running that color. Mist! Wait, we got a Mist. And Iron Branch Protection... Nah. I personally would take Strafing Run here.
I always take Compel when I see it. Yeah. But okay. If you want to do Run, no, dude, you do you.
I trust you on that. I mean, I've already got a tower.
It saves a hero and it replaces itself.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Really good cycle.
And my heroes are my engines, so definitely want to protect them. Rebel Decoy is a nice protector. And then I actually like Hourglass, but
Good instinct, because Hourglass is insane.
Okay, good. Because I just saw this rare, and I didn't know if it was actually any good.
That is the only, in my opinion, Hourglass is the only good lock card, because it locks everything they draw for the turn.
It's pretty...
So,
I played it in the pre-con decks, and it was doing work. What do you think about Horn of the Alpha? It's 25 gold, so I can never buy it.
In black anything is great, because it's so much pressure. But in anything that's not black, you can never buy it.
All right. Ooh, not missed. Every time I see this, I'm like, ooh, and then I'm like, damn it, it's just the it's just the self buff or the one buff. Defensive Bloom we mentioned before. Bracers of Sacrifice. Who even plays this?
It's not great. Yeah. I don't think it's very good.
Book of the Dead. It's not. I mean, it would be useful, but I don't need it. Like, I have other better stuff. This is my. Well, what do you think?
So I would count how many martyrs you have. If you have two, if you have
none.
So I would take up to the second one. Oh, you don't have any?
No,
yeah, I would
we
take
skipped
it.
The last one.
It's very good, actually. Yeah. If you had two, I would say take
well, it buffs
the
everything
one,
in that lane, right? When it dies.
Yeah, that's why it's good. These cards are all terrible except for the items.
Yeah. This is a control-y card, but
yeah, that one can be okay.
I'll just grab it. I'm not gonna buy this probably.
You might play it. Yeah, you're probably not playing them all.
Viper, I kind of like Viper. What do you think though? Default
green
or Viper?
I mean, I think Viper's
Viper's
fine.
Pretty strong. I like Viper.
You're probably not playing your CM. You're gonna play default green.
6th Arm the Rebellion. Let's go.
We'll find out if 6 is too many.
I don't think I'm gonna play all 6, but there's nothing else to take anyway. So. All right, so this.
I really have no idea if 6 is too many.
I'm gonna fuck it. We'll find out now. 6. It's armor, right? Like, how could you go wrong?
Yeah, it gives armor too.
Okay, so let me show you these default heroes that you actually, the ones that are 3 of, because you can play 3 Jamui the Wise if you want to. The default red is Keith the Bold. He's just a fatty, and he's got a decent card that comes with him. Nah, actually, I don't like Fighting Instinct that much. Jamui the Wise is a card drawer, who also, what is his signature? I can't remember. Choose a unit. Oh, okay. Battlefield control. That's what I was talking about. Anytime I get that, I usually end up playing it anyway. The default green that we mentioned gives +1 armor to adjacent neighbors, any allies, just whoever's next to him. And this 06 is kind of like the defensive blooms that we were picking anyway. So if you want to go super wall mode, he's really good anyway. But he's a pretty good stock hero. And then black has Debbie the Cunning, which does extra damage to towers and heroes, I believe. +2 damage when attacking a hero or a tower. And then the last one is... Wait, that is all of them. Never mind. There's only 4 colors in this game. There's not 9 classes or 5 colors. Okay, so time to build Mist of Avernus, 6 Arm of the Rebellion. That can't. This is so that sounds
crazy.
Wrong. 1 martyr.
I'm gonna tweet this and say how many Arm of the Rebellion is too many.
Yeah.
Is too many? Is it 6? I think.
We'll find out. Viper and Magnus.
I think actually 6 might be the max. I don't know if you want 7 or 8.
Prellex for sure. Prellex should start or not start. I'm not actually sure on that one.
Honestly, most of the time you don't want Prellex or Veno to start, but you're gonna have to start one of them because you need blue on turn 1. Yeah. So you probably start Veno.
Do you think I should? I have 14 green cards, only 6 blue. Oh wait, I haven't fiddled out my deck yet. Never mind. Let me do that before I decide on my last hero. What are you thinking? Like currently, Farvon looks more appealing than Crystal Maiden to me.
For sure, you are not playing CM. You're playing Farvon, and you're starting him probably over
probably over
Magnus. I think.
Yeah, Magnus doesn't do anything himself, so he'll be better with equipment, which I can afford later. All right, that looks fine hero wise. Stars align both.
You should filter by color and do blue green. Makes it easier.
Stars align both to start?
I would put in every playable card at first and then take stuff out.
I ended up with 2 zombies? I don't even remember that. Compel. 1 decoy. Portal for sure. 2 blooms, probably. Duelist is good. He's good, he's good, he's good. You're right, we can trim later. Call the reserves. I'll just plop everything in there and then cut.
And then I think Cunning Plan also is playable. I wouldn't play anything else, especially because you want your ratio to be 24 green, 16 blue, or close to it.
Yeah, that's...
Yikes. Alright, so you're going to have to play some blue filler.
I have zombies.
You're going to have to play the zombies. Yeah, you're going to have to play the zombies.
And I can toss out... No, Martyr still fits really well, so let's find something.
So you might have to toss out some of your 4s. Like Blacksmith is probably the weakest.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with that. Empowers.
Wow.
1 defensive bloom? I mean, I have 6 Arm the Rebellions. I don't need 6 Arm the...
Man.
Right?
Yeah, we might have to start cutting these. Hang on, go up the curve. Man, this is hard.
I have 2 Thunderhide packs and a champion. These are bombs. Like, these are closers.
I would cut the Glyph of Confusion, actually. Because it's probably one of the weakest cards here. Yeah. Alright, this is probably all you can cut in the top. Oh, you could cut one of the Intimidations. Yeah. Maybe even both, depending.
I think so. I mean, just game plan-wise, everything else looks really good. Except the 6 Arm the Rebellions, which I'm now committed to.
Scroll up. Let's see what lower cost green stuff we can get rid of.
Sorry, scroll up? Okay. Rebel Decoy or...
Yeah, so we might have to cut the stars in line. We are ramping to some good stuff,
but a lot of it's cheap already.
But yeah, a lot of our deck is very cheap.
I'll cut 1 star to start. Let's see if anything else jumps out at me. So Compel and Cunning Plan both replace themselves, so they're pretty nice. And they both have potential to save a hero. So these are like my 2 defensive spells that I have. Everything else is just buff, buff, buff.
And also the decoy.
Oh, Rebel Decoy, yeah. Both stars align?
Yeah, I kind of feel like the other stars align and the other Intimidation, and then you actually might or get rid of one of the
arms.
Yeah, one of the arms. So it's like either 1 arms and then the stars align Intimidation. I think those are the last ones.
I want 1 stars align because it can definitely get me off on a good start. Yep. All right, I think I'm okay with that. Why can't I name my deck? It won't let me.
I don't know. Also, don't forget your items.
Oh yeah, items. It'll make me do it anyway, right? Where are items? Wait. Oh, here. Okay, so probably don't need that. 1 ring I'll start with. Obliterating Hourglass.
I'll just let you do this first, and then I can comment afterward.
I mean, I tend to go cheaper. That's just because I'm cheap. Demagicking Wall.
No, that's just the smart thing to do in general.
This one could give something a bajillion armor, but I don't know if... I mean, it... like, if a Prellex has this, it's going to have 5 armor all the time, basically. Toss that in. Don't need Sacrifice. I think I have low attack generally on these heroes. Yeah, they're all 4 max, so I think a weapon is fine. Maybe even a short sword. How many more do I need? Oh, that's it. Let me look again. 3 weapons. 3 armor. Oh, it shows me right here. Okay. What's the potion? Oh, Obliterating Orb. Oh, it's a consumable. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm okay with this. What do you think?
Alright, so I would switch out the Keen Plate for Traveler's Cloak. I think Traveler's Cloak is one of the best ones, especially for you. You just need cheap things that are going to make your heroes more robust.
Wait, 10 items isn't right, is it?
No, and I would get rid of the Broadsword also. because you just don't
But
really need to attack.
Weak.
And the plate. And the keen fold plate. Yeah, but you're not going to win by your heroes doing damage. You're going to win by making a billion minions and making them enormous. So I would just play as many... I'd honestly try to figure out a way to play all 3, but you don't necessarily have to have 3. It's just...
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I think you have some pretty good items. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if I would play a sword, to be honest.
Yeah, my natural instinct though is just these guys have such a low attack. But you're right, this deck is not about heroes killing things necessarily. It's about me protecting my heroes because they do nutty other stuff.
Yep.
All right, I'm cool with that. Let's do it.
I'm gonna DC from Discord and watch you do it. I can comment from chat.
All right, thanks for the help, Frank.
See you later, man. Hope you like the deck.
Let's see how it goes.